Good afternoon, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you on this quite nice Sunday? I've got a few short videos to do today, so I thought I'd start with the one that will actually make me some money. I've got this in for repair, a Dyson DC33i. There we go, look, I. And it's quite nice. It has a very nice red cyclone top, which looks a little bit out of place on. Oh, that's not focusing very well. I think it's because I'm out in the hallway, and I'm out in the hallway because this has a problem with the switch. Watch. Apparently, they dropped the wand on the switch housing, and there was a slight spark. And now it won't turn off again, so we're going to have a go at fixing it, and I'm hoping it just needs a new switch. So all we're going to do is take the cyclone off, we'll take the wand off and the hose, and then we can lay it down a bit, and I can try and point the camera at a more suitable angle, and we shall see what we can do about it. So, first of all, I need to find the appropriate tool. Here we go. Now, DC33 is basically it can trace its ancestry back to a DC04, really. It is a DC04 in drag, if one was being particularly kind to it. Obviously, the DC04 turned into the DC07, the DC07 turned into the DC14, and the DC14 turned into a DC33. The 33 does have a few more unique components, because you can swap 04, 07 and 14 stuff around pretty much exclusively. Anything fits each other. I think the chassis are a bit different, but everything else generally fits on, so an 07 cleaner head will fit a 14, etc. There we go. So, we'll take the switch housing off, and you can see, you can't see, but it's been on fire a bit, look. Melted! Does smell a little bit of fire as well. So what's probably happened is, when the wand fell on the switch, it bashed it so sharply, because it was running, I think. There was a big spark, which should be that. And it's obviously shorted itself out, so this should be a nice simple repair, because over here I have, I think it works, a switch from a DC, I think it came from a 25 that I scrapped. Because obviously all the switches are the same across pretty much all the range. The 04... In fact, some of the DC03s, as long as they're the two-pronged ones, are exactly the same as well. So if you're buying a switch on eBay, don't just go for one that says, oh, it only fits this. They all fit each other. As long as it looks like that, you'll generally be right. Even the most modern ones that I've had use this exact same switch. It's part sharing at its best, really. So there we go. We shall pop that down there. Turn it over. If I do that, you can see you put the screws in, because the switch housing is slightly different to all the rest. There's no prongs to push, no tabs of plastic to snap off and swear at. Just 4 screws, and it lifts off. Very nice indeed. 2. There's number 3. And here is number 4. In fact, doing this, the DC33 has a habit of breaking the cable where it goes into the machine. And if you've got you need 2 spade terminals. Doing this and then removing the cable a bit is how you chop the cable down past the damage. So if it's broken there, you would chop it down to, say, a couple of inches just to make sure. Feed it all back through and re-crimp it, and that's how you get around that little problemette that can occur. So if I can pop you up there, so you might be able to see what I'm doing. Please excuse the mess, but we don't care. We've got 2 children. It's going to be messy. There we go. that in there. That in there. I think, come on. Come on. There we go. No, I don't know if it's going to be on or off, so I'm just going to turn it on. Oh, you didn't see any of that? How useless I am. Right, let me just turn it on. It might be on. And there we go, fixed. Now I'm going to charge a tenner for this because, let's be honest, that took, well, 5 minutes 37 we're on now. And if I hadn't been chattering to you, we'd have been alright. But obviously you know I don't like to let a machine go out just like that. I mean, look at that. Now, I'm not going to wash it, but I'm not going to leave it like that. And if we look here at the post, what's the post filter like? Oh, that's all right. That is. I'll tell you what we'll do, because I like me good feedback from people. Whenever there's a vacuum cleaner needing buying or fixing on Facebook, I generally get about 75 million tags in it. We'll pop a lovely air freshener in that everybody seems to like. Let's have a quick check if it's been used heavily for plaster dust. As you can see, oh, that's a little bit grubby. Let's just... actually, that's not too... I'm not going to mess around with that. But what we will do is we'll just give the pre-motor filter a bit of a clean. And for that, so this is actually the subject of my next video, but we'll give it here now. I'll tell you who it came from and what it is, but it's a Hitachi Powerhouse CV775D. I've had one of these before, now I've got another one. So, we'll go through it in more detail as a machine in a minute, but I'm basically just going to use it to give that filter a vacuum. If I find some power... Power! The new Top Gear starts tonight, doesn't it? Power! Here we go. Diddly diddly do. Right, set that up there. Turn it on. There we go. Now obviously if this was your own machine and you saw the filter in that appalling state, you would lob the whole thing through the washing machine with your best pants or best frock. No, you wouldn't do that. You'd lob it with towels, bed sheets, stuff that just in case it makes them a bit grubby, which they never normally do, I'll be honest. You'll be fine. There we go. Cyclone's alright. Fixed. Let's just run it and check it, just to make sure I'm not going to send it back with something else that they didn't know about. Very nice indeed. I should write this up in my little book, send them a message, and their DC33i is repaired. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you replace the switch on a Dyson DC33. Thank you very much for watching. Sure, we'll see each other soon. Bye bye.